10 seconds remaining.
I just think, like, if you're playing this Lina 1, Disruptor 5, for example,
remaining.
big danger of getting... I think they nerfed the Light Strike Array level 1.
Yeah, and then what do they need to kind of cover is find out. It's going to be the Bat Rider.
Choose your hero.
Or bet.
A hero that...
seriously sacrifice their own game. I think it's probably going to be Bobica in particular that's going to need to be, like, making havoc happen, you know, going past towers to be able to, you know, farm waves, force attention.
Okay. We'll see if that will be the case and if Bobica is able to play that role to get the team over the finish line. We do have our first game getting underway here with the second series of the day. Lux, have fun, bros are out as well. So we saw some ideas in the previous series in particular, you know, with the Primal Beast for the boys on 1W, and we already see a bit of a different priority heading into this year. Cloud9 going for the early Doom, which is now flexed with Kataomi, and then the Wind Ranger as well from Renee. And like we were saying, he's been spamming in some pubs and
hard, he's going to get peeped, he's going to get all sorts of harassment coming his way. And it's not like they even have the greatest support to be able to help him out.
How about, like, besides the lane which you are expecting to be very difficult here for no one, what about the potential for him to use to his advantage to maybe, if he could
be very reluctant to go bouncing around in a tree against a Timbersaw and a Bat Rider lane, because you're just going to get that tree chopped down and you're going to be dead meat. A, you need to have some network to be able to make those rotations be effective, and B, you need to be very mindful of your own life. So if he is going to make rotations, I'm expecting them to be down towards the bottom side of the map, where it does feel a little bit more killable going over in the lane.
See as well, we have not really gotten a lot of teams that will attempt to flex the Doom. So we were speaking about the Facet. Kataomi has gone for the Gluttony. We'll see overall what the item build is for him. What are you kind of hoping out of the position for Doom? Is it just going to be like purely auras, although you have like an Enigma for that? Can they both go auras? Like one goes one route, the other goes the other, and then that means they can go into maybe some more greedy items earlier? Like what are we hoping from these two heroes in particular?
I think you're fine in my eyes, and still leave the Enigma to go down a bit bearing your drums, your pipe, all that sort of way. This game on Kataomi, you've seen so many games where he just...
So bottom lane, Single's getting position of the tower, he's going to be okay. Quickly talk about top. Fishman actually almost going down. Looks like that will be the case. Bobica.
Thanks, and have fun.
First blood. It's a solo kill here for the Bat Rider. JT was nowhere to be seen, so
this is what we were expecting, right? Like, you know, what do they have to be able to stop this match? Basically, just
come back stronger.
I think it was used at the top. No real danger of
Dire's middle tower
going deep underneath the tower. Again, as long as there's a creep wave there, you're not really right-clicking all that much. Flame Break, Napalm, Firefly. You can use all of Timbersaw's abilities without right-clicking a single time. He is just going to have a horrible time.
I did want to speak about top and then go to mid, because I thought we'll be forced to win run.
Use the power shot, keep your tower alive by, you know, nuking those lane creeps away from you. You need to get into that maelstrom. That's your real farm accelerant. But
opportunity mid lane. They're going to be able to get the glimpse back and look at the rotation. Watson actually TP'd into the lane. The damage they were missing prior, that's not going to be the case with the Lina rotating, and really nicely done from them. We saw how aggressive the sniper was playing, poking down no one, but once he steps a little bit too far forward, yeah, there's the respect. I mean, that was all Fishman there with the glimpse.
Playing very well. Again, just playing around that observer ward. Just caught a glimpse of him there. No pun intended. Pulling him back underneath one tower. Although, you see what happens then when that sort of rotation does happen. Watson has to go into the jungle. They've got a nice deep to be able to make that.
You got the Monkey King nearby. Boundless Strike's going to enable DM to close the distance. The Black Hole will not be required. Yes, there'll be an Assassinate for nothing to say. So Snipes Kataomi now looks to go to top as well. This one's not going to be able to juke through the trees. There'll be a little bit of a nuisance there with the glimpse away, but it's not going to matter in the end. Or maybe it will actually, because with the glimpse of the Black Hole bottom lane, I mean, Fishman is making it work to kill him. The glimpse actually actually sets up for another big one. Looks for the deny. No way. Fission, are you serious? No way. I mean, the outplay from Fisher to disrupt a hero you don't really see too often make outplays like that. That is some really cool stuff from the 5.
Sure. I mean, that's the sort of thing that probably got the best.
What's an issue?
Is he, like, not see him at all?
I can't see him. No, I can't see him. Yeah, okay. No one pops out. I'm going to run to X. No, again, is this the person you really want to doom? We'll be able to get the glimpse back. Nothing to say on the low ground. Is a little bit hesitant about putting himself in a position where maybe they can turn to him afterwards. So the kill will go the way to Cloud9 and now probably the tower as well. We've got the Eidolons maxed out along with the drums. This will be hard to defend if you're G2IG.
You don't have that blink dagger yet. Enigma and a disruptor upgrade. So heavy.
Glimpse back, they'll get it. They will respond this time though. The sniper out of position. He doesn't have a lot of health to be able to survive through the damage. Monet's going to look for the turn, but it's not going to matter. With the focus fire activated, he is out because he has to be cautious about the glimpse. It's still on cooldown for a while. He stuck around any longer. Maybe there was an opportunity. We are really seeing the difficulty from G2IG. Just the rebuttal from them inside the team. Opportunity maybe from an 8 farming in the wave. To catch him in time. Watson tries to step in the LSA, which is maxed out with a rin run on cooldown. Monet is potentially blown up, trying to try and turn it, deal as much damage as he can, but it's not going to matter in the end. Watson, he showcases that he has far too much damage for the win range at this stage.
Really
going to be too slow by the looks of it. Potentially contestants, Katomi, first point of contact, and now with a jump in, but both got a little bit too late. Watson gets the ages. You still want to try and take the fight, nothing to say is good division. Starting to pummel into Watson, who's stuck inside with the Rose Pit, tries to turn with the protection. Watson getting enough damage out to deal with the Wind Ranger, but now it's not enough in the end. With the buyback out of Katomi, they jumped onto the sniper. They're still going to be cautious though. DM with a solo black over the right side. Watson thinking about it to be able to get the damage required to kill off JT, but it means they're not dealing with nothing to say. Finally they can turn. Once they killed the Timber, it meant that no one was there to protect the sniper, and in the end it's going to be a 5-man wipe. Cloud9, it's been a great start for them in this game 1, and that will continue to be the case. They'll lose the ages, but it doesn't matter. A 5-man wipe for the boys on Dire.
It's pretty easy 5-man wipe as well. They're coming up a little bit short in a bunch of these engagements. Even using the offensive glyph, wanting to make the most out of having that siege play around mid tier 2 tower, take away the outpost, keep playing for pickoffs. And that's why, you know, the fact that these scopes haven't worked out for them, not only are they not work, there's another good pickoff here onto JT on the top side. Not only are they not being able to get these kills, they don't have the freedom to play around the map because they're just so scared of playing together and walking into another one of these black holes. It does feel like the recipe, right? You've taken a tier 2 tower, walked down a bunch of different smoke kiss from Katomi. Here, the person that you do want to get thrown out, right? Greatest potential to potentially escape. It's only going to be up in 45 seconds. It's not the worst death. Shut down that lane quicker, but are still able to get some semblance.
Radiant's top tower is under
hunting some of those cores though, Katomi. The wrong guess in the blink. Nothing to say he's actually going to think about turning. It'd be pretty valuable kills, man. He's going to try and charge in the middle, but the Static Storm gives an opportunity for Doom to be laid down, and now no one with a counter. Lands the Wukongs. He's in some danger, but once the boys show up, Watson goes uncontested again with the Lina, showcasing her raw damage output and nothing to say. He'll be chased down to the ends of the earth. Or did they even get a glimpse of him? Ducks in the trees of the TPR. He'll actually be okay.
Well, it means that they don't lose their tier 2 tower up on the top side. No, sorry, Watson.
Four Stuff's going to be able to get the target out of threat. They're going to try and make the attempt onto X-Nova. Should be okay unless Watson's going to be able to step in range. It's pretty deep inside Radiant's territory, but apparently it doesn't matter. The Broken now offers an opportunity here with the lasso, but he's like, team? Anyone? No one's there. No one was actually there to try and use the lasso. JT His teleport scroll was on cooldown. Monet had one available, but he didn't want to go back.
Feels like very disconnected team right now.
Attack.
I think that was one of the
Radiant's top
issues
tower has
Burke has
fallen.
had on previous teams, is that he can be a little silent in a lot of their games, right? Like they need him to be able to speak up. They need him to say when something is available. And it felt like he was assuming his team was behind, and we know what they say about assuming.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Move the Roche there. This time it will be at least a Roche without a contest afterwards. So Aegis into the banner and a potential higher ground siege soon, which I suppose still is something that we need to, I would say Cloud9 need to be a little bit more cautious on, with the ability for them to position themselves and maybe find a lasso into blowing someone up at JT inside the river. Look at the high ground. They are wrapping on all angles. I think they got a glimpse. I don't know who pinged, but yeah.
Rough idea of where he was, and I'm sure that the
Dyer's
rooster crying
bottom
out
tower is under attack.
daytime was like, well,
Visibility.
yeah, they could probably see me at this point, but able to get away with his life. It's a note. Banger. Want to be shown up by Duraccio. They carry performance. Quite at that stage yet, but certainly starting off incredibly well. 8-4, no deaths.
Looking to try and see if there's an opportunity. Maybe they want this Tormentor, but the Sentry Catter on his sword. Look at the leap over the top. So a lot of damage on the Doom. Sven's not going to be able to live for a potential further fight. I don't want to give away the Tormentor though. G2IG starting to come out of the base. No one is not with the team as well currently.
Wonder if they're just a little mindful. Sven having the buyback. That might be the. Has he died enough? 9
Radiant's
deaths.
middle
Does he have
tower is
enough
under
money
attack.
to be able to buy back? But any sort of time that you're looking to try and get 5v4.
You see, can be a little bit risky. You maybe trying to dangle someone's life and get this squishy hero to reveal himself. They're going to go for the lasso once again, but if you group up teams, Black Hole's going to be ready. So what's in just for another 15 seconds. There's the Black Hole. Combination is just perfect. You're going to be relying on the buybacks, and they'll use all of them that they've got to try and turn the tides. Watson's age is out in 5 seconds, but they'll get him down to the low ground. Regen's going to be there, and they can go back in. What a Black Hole from DM, and they're not done. They get a glimpse of Nate stepping a little bit too far forward. He used the BKB, so use the buyback prior. I've got the BKB at least now, but there's nothing left in the tank. No damage at all. This is Cloud9's time now.
Radiant's just going in. After all the world using that double fire to be able to pick off the sniper. No buyback. So G2IG.
What a performance.
They played into their hands perfectly, right? They didn't crush mid lane as hard as I thought they would. They didn't go anywhere near as much off lane, getting kills onto those two relatively squishy range heroes, and big smiles on no one in particular.